Right now, I'm going to show you how to use the Bissell Crosswave. This is the turbo. So first you're going to fill up the water reservoir here on the back. So this just pulls right off. You're going to fill it up in the sink. Once it's full, you fill it to one of two fill lines. You have a fill line here for a smaller area and then a fill line here for a larger area. Then you will fill it up the rest of the way to the corresponding line with your cleaning solution. Then you're just going to put that back on the back of the machine and then push it down. There's no latch or lock or lever. It just pushes down and snaps into place. So make sure you hear that snap, otherwise it won't work properly. So here now you have the head of the machine here. Here's where your brush roller is. You can take this cover off to clean the brush roller. I'll kind of show you that at the end here. But when you get it, it all kind of comes set up like this, ready to use, and then you'll have to take it apart to clean it later. On the front of the machine here, you have your dirty water reservoir. So here there's just a little a button here that you push with your thumb, and then you can pull this out, and this is where all your dirty water will be collected. So this just fits right back in the machine, and then you can just push it to click it back and lock it in place. Now to release the handle, you're just going to put your foot on top of the head of the machine here, and then you pull the handle back, and that will release it so you can start using it now. Now for controls here, it's got two very simple controls here. You've got hardwood or area rug. So you'll push one for your hardwood, and then you'll push one for area rug, and then you push the same one to turn it off. You can toggle between the two, and then a double press will turn it off. And then here on the handle, there is a trigger underneath, and you will pull that trigger. While you are pulling that, water and cleaning solution will get dispensed onto the roller, and that's how you will clean using it. So again, you'll plug it in, you'll get it all set up, you'll pull the head back, turn it on. Now it does vacuum at the same time, so it's like a vacuum and floor cleaner, so it will pick up hair, dirt, dust, and debris. And then it's great for liquid spills like this. So here I'm just gonna pour some milk on the floor to simulate a fresh spill. You don't have to do anything with this, you can just turn the machine on. I like to vacuum up or clean up the liquid first, and then once everything's sucked up, I go back over, I pull the trigger, and then I wash that area. Especially if you're cleaning up something sticky, that cleaning solution and extra water will help clean it up a little bit better. Now when you're all done here, you're going to press this little button here on the front here, and this will allow you to remove your dirty water reservoir. So now we're just going to go ahead and discard this. So the lid just pulls right off. So from here you can discard that dirty water however you see fit. And now we can kind of rinse this out, but not right now. First what I'm going to do is run the self-cleaning cycle. So now just put the lid back on. Put the lid back on and in place properly. You can put it back on your machine here, make sure it's locked into place. Now it comes with this tray for storage and cleaning. So you want to go ahead and put your machine into that tray. Now if you have it, you can use this Fresh Start Clean Out Cycle formula. You can just pour a little bit in here up to the max fill line. You don't want to overfill it over this little max area here. And then you will just set your machine here. With it plugged in on the handle here, you're just going to press and hold the rug button for 3 seconds. And there it ran the self clean out cycle. That probably took about 30 to 45 seconds there. It did dispense some of the water and solution here. When the lights were flashing, I assume that's when it was dispensing water. And as you can see here, it filled it up again. Not even like 1/8 of the way. So see the full line there, and it just used a little bit there to clean out the machine and brush itself. So that's really nice. But now again, if you wanted to, you could take it apart even further here, take the brush out. One thing I do like about the clean out cycle is that it washes the brush here, and look how clean that brush is now, and it's relatively dry, so it does a really good job. But at this point, what I like to do is go ahead and take the brush off, put it on to where it can be held here on the stand, and then I just kind of set the cover here at an angle, kind of just so that there's a little bit of airflow there so that it can really dry out and you're not going to get any issues there with mold or mildew building up with the extra moisture there. So I just like it to air dry while it's in storage. And that's it. That's how to use the Bissell Crosswave Turbo. I hope that was helpful.